Okay, why are we looking at this Suzuki Wagon R? Well, it's my dad's and he's had a bit of a prang. So he's asked me to have a look at it. Obviously, I'm not a trained mechanic. I know nothing about bodywork, but I'm hoping it's just a case of bolting on a new wing. My dad has purchased a replacement wing, not the exact make and model or even the exact colour of silver. A new bumper. He's also got a bumper which is completely the wrong colour, and headlight. Yeah, you can see what's happened here. That is the other part of the bumper there on the floor. Headlights all smashed in. But the most worrying part for me is this wing, which is crunched in. The wing itself looks like it just bolts on. I'll just put this bonnet down a second. If you check out the good side, there's a nice panel gap there. Here is terrible. I'm hoping it's just the wing that has been flattened a bit, producing that, and not the inner structure. So first of all, I think we're going to whip this wing off. Removed all those bolts and a load of panel clips. Broke 2 panel clips, but the wing is now going to come off. A load of dirt fell out of the bottom of the wing. This should hopefully just unclip. Unclips. You can see, check out the bottom of this wing. It is full of dirt. Oh, I'm guessing that's an issue where these rot out, because that is just thick with dirt that just dropped out. It just gets trapped in there, of course. Just noticed on this second-hand wing my dad found, I think this shape of car is the same for different formats, is it? Is that a Vauxhall? I don't know. I know nothing about these, but I think the Suzuki and the Vauxhall and maybe one other share the same platform. So I'm hoping this wing will fit. It's just got a tiny bit of surface rust just on that part. But yeah, that's obviously a problem area, so I might stick a bit of paint on there before I fit that wing. Just offered up this new wing. Nothing's fixed. This is the unaffected side, quite tight panel gap. This is the new one. I think we can just about get away with that. If I push that right over, that should tighten up okay. Is it a different shade? Not sure. Maybe it is the same shade of silver. Anyway, I think you won't notice.
One drum, what might be right for you may not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of me. Then along came 2, they got nothing but their dreams. They got different strokes it takes, different strokes it takes.
Just saw me taking off the old headlight there. Not too much of a problem. The new headlight is ready to go back on, but I thought I'd take off the bumper next. The good thing is, having this replacement bumper, you can see where all the fixings are, which is pretty good. There's 2 panel clips right underneath, which I took off. Those just pop out with a screwdriver. But if you see on this bumper here, the replacement one, there's a fixing there which is right under there. Now that is a Phillips like self-tapper type screw. It's obviously rusty. It won't come off with my short-handled screwdriver, so I think I'm going to just pull off the front wheels. To be honest, when I put the new bumper on, to get that screw back in again, I need the wheels removed, so I'm going to jack up the front end, pull off the wheels, and yeah, that should hopefully give me some good access to that.
Different strokes it takes, different strokes it takes, different strokes for the world. Different strokes it takes, different strokes it takes, different strokes for the world.
Took off 2 more rusty bolts from the front here, and I think it's ready to come off. I still can't get that one out there, and I think on the salvaged one they just cut the bumper because they probably couldn't undo those screws either. But anyway, it should be ready to. Yeah, it's all pretty loose now, so I might have to just cut this original bumper just to pull the whole thing off. I'm thinking I might respray that bumper satin black. I think that would match quite well the rest of the trim on the car. I have painted the bumper there. I sanded it down, wiped it off with some panel wipes, and I just got some bumper paint, Halford's plastic bumper paint. It's like a satin finish. This is not supposed to be a showroom makeover. It doesn't matter too much as long as when you look at it from 10 feet away it looks kind of alright. Quite pleased actually, it looks pretty good. I just wanted to address a couple of bits of rust on here. Again, I'm not too worried, it's all hidden by the bumper, but just to sort of slow the rust down a little bit, just put a bit of rust converter paint on there. What I've had massive hassle with is getting these fixings. Every one of these is just rusted, and I just either snapped the screw there, it's like a big self-tapper, or I've had to grind them off. Yeah, this is what it is, and they are just rusted. So what I think I'm going to try and do, because it's screwing into plastic here, I think I'm going to use my heat gun and just heat this up and then try and take these screws out. Part of the problem is I'm just trying not to ruin all these bits of plastic as well. These are part of the inner wheel arch, if you like.
Too much sake, so sure me. I'm lost in translation, don't understand a thing.
It's not that old compared to some of the stuff I've worked on, but some of these fixings, you just can't get them out. They're just rusted solid. So I have bought some new fixings as well. Mainly the wings are held on by little flange head bolts, M6 I think they are. So I did pick up some of those, and I also got a selection of panel clips. Again, I don't use these in sort of building scooters and hot rods, etc. So anyhow, I picked up a pack of panel clips. So hopefully that will help me put this all back together again. Paint's dried overnight, taken care of a bit of rust, put a little bit of rust converter just inside there as well. What I thought was going to be a very quick job has turned into, yeah, taking me quite a while to do. Anyway, I think we're about to turn the corner now and start putting stuff back on.
Tokyo.
And there we go, the little Suzuki is back together. That was a right pain. Look at the mess I've made. Just unbelievable. I've reused a couple of the panel clips. That is a new one. That is a new one. Yeah, a couple of new panel clips in there. What other things were a pain? Oh, the screws that hold the front bumper. Those are an absolute pain and rusted up, but I didn't have anything the same, so I just cleaned them up on the wire wheel. I've just touched up a little bit of this grille because that had a bit of flaky paint. I think they just painted over the chrome in their factory. Took way longer than I thought it was going to take. Can't believe how rusty some of these fixings are. Let me know what you think, everyone. We've gone from silver to black. Looks a bit like a little minivan at the front now, but I kind of quite like it. To me, I'd rather have that black than a green bumper, which my dad was planning to do. Cleaned up this old number plate as well and just put some sticky stuff on and put that back. But anyway, I'm just going to put the wheel back on this side now, put the thing back on the ground. And actually I'm going to have a quick tidy up first before I do any of that. And there you go, Suzuki Wagon R back on the ground. Poverty caps back on. I'm pretty pleased. bearing in mind I've never done anything like this before on a modern car. Pretty good, I think. Looks quite fresh. And that is my dad's little Suzuki R repaired. The crash damage is done. I hope he's happy with it. I'll get him to come and have a look at it in a bit. Did I enjoy doing it? Well, not so much. It was a bit of a pain. It was fighting me the whole way with rusty fixings. But I'm pleased, to get it done. It saved him a lot of money, obviously, taking it to a proper body shop. And the main thing for me is now I just want to get it out of the garage and get on with something I enjoy doing. But it's been an experience. So thank you for watching. I'm not sure if anyone's going to find this interesting or not. Suzuki Wagon R. I mean, yeah, are they of interest to people? Is there any modifications we can do to it that, will make it a bit cooler? I'm sure my dad will be up for that. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like us on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers. いらっしゃいませ。こんにちは。僕はスコットです。これはコップウェブガラージです。そしてこれは僕のお父さんの車です。